And welcome to today's video. We are here for another part of our base build here, and we finally started really making progress in the past 3 episodes, and to continue that progress here through the 4th episode, we're going to start putting railings along what we built up in the last one. So in the last episode, if you guys missed it, we really expanded off of our build from the previous episode before. So before, this building sort of stopped here, but now we've expanded it over a little bit and we've really gone up with it to make it a lot taller. So I feel like it should almost go over another row at the bottom on the level below this. Hold up. Let's leave that bit open, because I got an idea. The nice thing is that every structure here has been built off the edge of the platform, so it really makes things a lot easier to build than, say, at some other bases. Because if I want to connect buildings to other bases, they're not on the same thing all even. But all of these buildings are built on the same first floor. So the first floor here is this floor. So everything that you see from here on up and around is all built off of it. So right here, this bit was even with this bit. And this building was even with that building. So that was first, and that was there, but everything sort of just goes together. Where in previous builds, things maybe weren't straight because they weren't built on a platform. They were just built on the ground. And wherever they went, they went. So now we're up here on the top floor, where we're going to do a little bit more building of platforms in this episode. It's going to take till next week before we get decorating, because as I said in the previous episode, some weeks I don't have as much time to record, and that was the case with this week, so our 2 videos had to be a little bit shorter. We're doing things in this episode that, had I had more time, I would probably just put all into one episode, but there isn't much time this week, so I apologize for that. So we are going to start the railing up there. We'll come back to that in a couple of minutes, because I'm trying to get the episodes run for about 15 minutes. I don't really know how long the first one was for, but this one here is going to run for about 15 minutes, so I will check my watch throughout the recording. Again, this is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go a little bit longer, but there really is nothing that I can do about that. So what we now have here, do you really not want to go flat with that? Interesting. Alright, so we're going to build that bit. And then this floor should snap. Maybe we shouldn't use the shack upper floor. So we use a regular shack floor. Should snap a little bit better. Okay. This is, remember, on top of my building. So this is a little bit interesting, because normally my building is sort of off by itself. So I've kind of just decided here that I wanted to do a bunch of like intricate different levels and designing that way instead of just basic, let's build this individual little building. Which we will have plenty of individual building after. Like at the lower bit down, we should be fine. So, do I want to build one level over from here? I think I do. I think this is a cool idea. Now we have switched to shack upper floors. But now this little bit does look a little bit weird. So we're gonna go here to shack floor. Now, the thing that happened is because this here wasn't built on a roof, or was built on a roof where the other ones really weren't, so I had to use different floors. So the shack upper floor didn't really link up good with the roof because it took up the same space. So, we'll go along here, and we're going to have a little bit that's going to jut off of this on the side right there. I think. Because the whole point of this is to make it intricate little levels and platforms and things. So they'll make it kind of unique. Now, a thing that might be a question is, what about lighting? I haven't really thought about lighting yet for this area. I know it's kind of probably a good idea to get lighting throughout the entire area, but I'm not sure. Lighting is kind of annoying to do, and I don't really want a bunch of wires on top of this whole area because it looks pretty cool without them. So some of their big platform there. We have a lot of platforms now that have kind of just shown up in the past episode. But I like it. I think that, oh, I didn't do this level. Oops. I think that it's very, very cool, very unique and different from what we've ever had here before. Now, putting this on top of my own building, because as you guys know, I have my own little space at every base that's kind of just my area. But my area at this base is a little bit different than other areas at other bases because I've been able to build little rooms. But here on top of the platform, I have a big space, and it's kind of just wasted space at the top. So why not kind of expand it? Now, actually, do I want to do something off of here? Kind of should if we're sticking with that being unique kind of look. Now, before I go out here and do risky shit, I'm going to quick save because I built a lot up in the past couple seconds next to me over here, as you guys can obviously have seen, and I don't really want to risk it all just rebuilding this. So, because if I make a mistake here walking or something, which the way that I'm doing this is very easy to make, we're done. We've lost this all. Okay, so what I'm doing is just kind of making an interesting walkway here. Let's go over here to miscellaneous. Where's the back? Right here? So I can stand here and not worry about falling. Which is my main concern. Because now I can go into this corner here. Yo, doing this game in virtual reality, oh my god. It'd probably be the scariest shit. Because this game scares me sometimes. And when I go like right up to these edges here, I feel like I'm gonna fall myself. I'm not really a big fan of heights, if I'm honest. So sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I thought I was gonna fall. You're looking down there, that's a yikes. So if you're doing this in VR, yeah, could not be me. So we've kind of just got some random ass walkways now, and I'm not sure what we're doing anymore. But I feel like to finish off today's episode, we're gonna expand up to newer heights. So that's the thing. Can we do another set of stairs here? It's gonna let us. Alright. I mean, if it lets us. I'm all for it. So this place really looks kind of cool. If you're looking at it from the top angle, like, look at all the different layers that it has. What a build. What a build this is. And I think at one point that was the highest point, and this is the highest point. Now that's the highest point. Like, we've had a lot of high points at this place. I didn't really know where I was heading with this base build when I started it. I really didn't. I wasn't sure what the plan was. I was just jumping into a build, and we really messed around for a bunch of episodes. It was kind of just build the initial platform, and that was that. But now it's kind of like we've really done something here at this build. And this is now the point we're going to end off today's video. So I feel like we're not going much higher. As you guys know, we've built fairly high up in just the last 2 episodes. We're still at the bottom. So looking at it from the bottom up, there's the top. Right where the green dot is the top. And all these different layers. If this was a real thing, it would collapse. Just to point that out there. Because this whole side's being held up by this. And this side's being held up by this. And this side's being held up by that. So if it didn't fall, it would be very, very saggy, like right here. And this bit would definitely fall. So the only part that would stand is probably like right over that. But you know what? It's cool. So with that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. See you guys in the next one.